Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. I hope you are well and the whole coronavirus thing isn't getting you too down. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But first of all, I want to say a big thank you to Amy, who came in and did BMTV last week. It's great to have somebody new on the show. And Amy, it was fantastic the way you were able to talk about how you get corporate work. So thank you so much for that. And of course, Chris Horn, the week before, we actually filmed that a while ago. But Chris, as always, it's a joy to work with you as well. Now, we do need to talk about coronavirus. If you didn't see it, I put a video out there on Friday, last Friday, and it was the coronavirus update that we did, a BMTV extra. Just really talking about what we're doing here at Balloon Market. We want to stay open for as long as possible to be able to provide the service to everybody out there that we can provide. Hopefully we'll be able to stay open through the whole period of however long this is going to be. But who knows? It is honestly very, very scary for everybody, for small businesses, sole traders, and huge businesses as well. You know, Princess Cruises, the people I used to work for, stopping cruising for 2 months. That's going to cost them at least $1 billion. So it's going to really be difficult, interesting times for us all. But anyway, we're trying to maintain positivity here. What we are doing, we are cleaning up, washing our hands like absolute demons. My hands have never been so dry. And we have a cleaning schedule in place that we are just cleaning basically all the time. We've moved away from antibacterial wipes. We've moved over to a bleach solution and a sanitized solution. And we've implemented something called walk and wipe. So if somebody just wants to take 5 minutes, they can go for a walk and wipe. Just wipe everything, banisters, door handles, anywhere that anybody has touched, the kettle, the fridge, anything at all. Everybody's just, go for a walk and have a wipe. And it's, we're just trying to be as clean as possible. We are also restricting people coming into the building. So we've cancelled all recruitment. We're actually looking for 2 or 3 new people. And we have cancelled that, frozen that for now, so that hopefully when we come out the other side, we're going to be able to go full speed and get people then. But we don't want to introduce people to the business that have come from elsewhere. Basically just trying to reduce the number of people we come in contact with. Couriers, we're reducing the contact where we can, so they come in and pick up everything. And if they're delivering, just sign very quickly and try not to chat, just reducing the people contact wherever we can. And that's going to affect our walk-in customers. So those of you that come and collect from us, it's always really nice to have people coming in, have a chat, find out how things are going. And that's absolutely fine. You can continue to do that. What we would ask is that you place your order online and pay for it online, and then just come in and collect it and go. We, of course, won't ignore you. We will have a very brief hello, how you doing? But we're not going to have a long chat as we might have done in the past. And also, those of you, there's not very many people that do it, but if you come in and you place an order with one of the team here in the office, I'm afraid we're not going to do that anymore. As I say, we're trying to reduce the contact with anybody, so you would be required to place your order online and pay for it, and as I say, then come in and collect. So I'm really sorry if you do want to come in and do that, but we have to take steps in order to be able to restrict the contacts that the team have with anybody else. Hand washing, still the most important thing. Just wash your hands like a demon. So that's what everybody is saying, and they're absolutely right. The other thing, of course, that you can do is social distancing. Now, the government didn't recommend it in their press conference last week, but I think it is going to be coming at some points. But as a family, a personal family, we are, my family, we are socially distancing ourselves from as many people. My dad was supposed to be here last weekend, and we asked him to stay away because we don't want to pass it to him, but also don't want it to come to us if he's got it. And yes, we are just taking it very, very seriously. But I read a very interesting article about social distancing. And basically, social distancing is not being around people if you don't need to be around people. So if you need to go to the grocery shop, you need to go shopping. If you need to get petrol, you need to get petrol. If you need to go to work, go to school, you need to do that. If you don't need to go somewhere, the cinema, out for a meal, out to the pub, whatever it might be, then social distancing is not doing that. And the reason for it is the more people that come in contact with other people, the faster this will spread. And the article I read was the Washington Post, and it's got some very interesting models that you just watch, and it shows you, it does it differently every time you click on it. It shows you the effects of social distancing, of a complete lockdown, of not doing anything, and it just shows you how fast the whole thing spreads. Really, really interesting. We'll put the link down below as well. So yes, that's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're trying to do obviously here at work as well, by not coming in contact with very many people. But yes, it's the coronavirus. It is going to be a very difficult time, I think, for everybody. So we're trying to do our bit. So we have extended our return period, because I do see that a lot of people are having events cancelled, which is really bad, but obviously it is essential, and I think we're going to see more of that. So if you've bought the balloons for a specific event and due to coronavirus that has been cancelled, if that is the situation, then yes, we will accept returns for up to 14 days instead of the usual 7 days. If it is more than 14 days, please still get in touch with us and we'll see what we can do. So we're not saying that we will, but we're not saying that we won't. So please just get in touch. As I say, we are extending. We're trying to support people as best we can by doing that, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are sole traders, work for themselves, nobody else, and to spend a couple of £100 on balloons and then a job be cancelled, that couple of £100 is just sitting there. So the same does apply to us, obviously, so I don't know how long we're going to be able to carry on doing that, but we just want to try and help people where we possibly can. If there is anything else that you think we can offer, we can help with, please let us know. So if you are affected by it in the coming weeks and coming months, what can you do? I know business is going to be difficult, and trying to be positive about it. I mentioned on the BMTV Extra, if people are having parties in their houses or just having family parties rather than inviting friends and extended family, just having it as a family, then maybe they could have decorations, they could have balloons delivered. So you can offer a delivery service, say, listen, I'll deliver it to you. I'll stand outside your door, I'll phone you, and I'll just tell you they're there. I'll go and sit in the car, see that you take them in, as long as it's not too windy. Obviously, that would be very difficult. But, you know, something like that. So if you can offer that as a service to people, and maybe now it's time to start focusing on other areas, other things that you've wanted to do, you know you've had to do, but you've been too busy to do. Maybe now's a good opportunity to learn all about, I don't know, Facebook marketing or Instagram marketing, or what you can do, any other kind of online training. We've got Balloon School Pro, so if you want to learn, so go on a training course, but obviously it's online, you could go on Balloon School Pro and have a look at those training courses. Of course, you can go back and have a look at the back catalogue of BMTV. We've got 260 something shows, so you could have you could binge on BMTV if you wanted to. But anything that you think, all those things that are on your to-do list that you've not got around to do, maybe it's a good opportunity to do that, and hopefully will put you in a stronger position for coming out the other side, because you might have become a Facebook marketing expert, and you can just nail it and get your target audience, and your sales just go through the roof. So that's trying to put a positive spin on it. Is there something we can do? Is there something you can do to help yourself and your business? Have a look at your business, have a look at what you want to achieve when this finishes, and see if there's something you can do there. But as I say, yes, we're extending our returns period to try and help people as best we can. Right, let's get off that horrible subject of coronavirus, and let's talk about some new products. We have had a lot of new products, and one thing I noticed when I went on the new product section, I was actually trying to find these little fellas on the new product section. I was scrolling down and down and down. It took me ages. So we are going to change the new product section at some point. One of the things that we're going to be doing when it's a bit quieter is change it so you might have balloons. So go to new products, you might have balloons, new party supplies, new, I don't know, other things, whatever it might be. We've not decided on the categories yet. The reason you've got to scroll down for these, for instance, is these are far lower down on the database, the website database, and so you just got to keep scrolling down, and balloons are at the top. So yeah, that's one of the little things we're going to do. But yes, we've had a lot of new products, so I've got a few of them here. I'm going to talk to start with about these straws. And these straws, you might have seen if you watched our Spring Fair show, I talked to Creative Party about these, and they said, yeah, they don't go soggy. And I was like, nah, of course they do. And they said, no, they don't. And you know what? They don't. We've tested them. Iris in the office has been testing a pack of pink straws in her water every day for the past week or two, and they do eventually go soggy, but you're talking hours, not minutes. So I was really quite impressed with that. So, and obviously they come in a beautiful selection of colours. And then if we move over here, we have the Anagram crystal clears with lights, and you might not be able to see it, but I've got one right here. In fact, the only way to see this is to turn the lights off. So I'm going to turn the lights off. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So there you go. As you can see, it's a crystal clears balloon, and it's got 5 meters of lights. Now, some of the lights are actually, we've got it quite low here because of the height of the ceiling in the studio. But yeah, you've got a good few more lights down at the bottom in the cardboard weight. I've just brought it down. So it's very versatile. You can have it at different heights for different things. Anyway, let's turn the lights back on. Hey, and there they are, lights back on. So yeah, I really like that. It feels really warm and cozy. I don't know if you got the feel for that on screen there, but when we turned the lights off, it just felt really warm and cozy. Very nice. Also got these. Now these are from the Naviti. You might have seen, again, the Spring Fair show, I spoke to Naviti. And I love these. These are pinwheel decorations, and there's 5 of them. I've just put them up on fishing line there. But the whole rose gold range from the Naviti I really like. So I've brought a few things up. I've brought a few of the rose gold, a few of the craft bits, so the naked bits as I call it, and one of the gold and marble effect as well. And there's all sorts of things. The best thing to do, go to balloonmarket.co.uk, click on manufacturer, click on the Naviti, and see everything we do. But I absolutely love these. I love these paper flower walls, art kit, sorry. We saw that at Spring Fair as well. It's really hard to see from the packet, but Laura, one of the guys from the office, she took one home, bought one and took one home and decorated her house with it over the weekend. And I really like them. When you see them in the flesh, when we saw them at Spring Fair, really, really fun. It's a fun thing to do. You wrap the pieces of card around a pencil, and that gives them the curve, and it just makes it a sort of 3D model sort of effect. So really, really good. And you've got drinks tokens and cake boxes and garlands, and I love this as well because it's advice for the happy couple. So what advice would you give people just about to enter into marriage? I can imagine there's a few fun things that people would put in there. So that's advice for the happy couple box. And then of course the next thing that we've got coming up is, before we get to Easter, I want to talk about these artificial flowers. We are massively extending our range of artificial flowers. They're going so well with, I'm guessing, the organic side of things. Somebody did suggest that we get in the ready-made bouquets. Honestly, if you showed that to somebody and they're a few feet away, they wouldn't know the difference. I think they're real flowers. I mean, I'm not a connoisseur of flowers, but I think they look great. So there's a whole bunch of other stuff underneath the table, but I just didn't have the space to put it on here. So we've got some of these flowers. We've got this garland here. Anna told me exactly what it was called before I brought it up for filming. And of course, I've totally forgotten what it's called. Again, just go to the floristry section on the website balloonmarket.co.uk and you will see everything. We are just constantly adding to that floristry range. And then Easter, the 12th of April, I think, we'll confirm it. I'm getting a nod. It's the 12th of April. I'm getting really confused with dates at the moment. 12th of April. And yes, it has got busier and busier every year for the last few years. Obviously this year might be a bit of an exception to the rule, but we've got a lot of Easter stuff. So beyond the balloons, so we've got the balloons, but we've got these two little fellas. We've got this gift box, and we've got these guys. So we've got Olivia, Charlie, and Peter, and they look very nice, but they're not provided like that. They're provided naked, ooh, like that. So there's Olivia. There's Charlie, and there is Peter, and that's how they're provided. But Megan did a fantastic job of painting these, and Amy, she did this on her own silhouette cameo, and Megan did the bows as well. And these are designed, of course, for a Cadbury cream egg. There was a Cadbury cream egg. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared somewhere. No idea. And this one is designed. It's got a little hole in there, designed to put a little lollipop in. We have got. Oh, I didn't mention the confetti. Yeah, I've got confetti. Sorry, Matt, if that completely spoiled what you were doing. And then we got these fellas as well. These are air-filled only. Great if you do have a shop and you have these by the till, little add-ons. But these are air-fill only. You need a heat sealer to seal these. Or you can do what Megan has done here, and she did these a week ago. This one even a bit longer, that's a bit softer. But she used a 260Q to seal these, and these are rock solid. As I say, apart from this one, that's a bit squidgy, but still absolutely fine. I think that one's done a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, great little add-ons. You'd probably want to make it a bit prettier than I did on the stick. Just let me hide that. But yeah, so Easter, lots and lots of possibilities for Easter. Just click on the banner on the website that says Easter. Right, the last thing I need to talk about is training. Obviously, because of the coronavirus, some of our training has been postponed. So the Chris Horn one that was due for today, if you're watching this on the day of release, is now postponed until May. And we are going to be postponing some of the Qualitex training that we're doing as well. Not too sure of the dates at the moment, but yes, we are going to be doing that. That's it, really. I hope everything sorts itself out over the next few weeks, few months. Who knows what it's going to be. I'm hearing some people say it's going to be longer than that. Read the press. My recommendation is to look at the recommended websites. Don't always go by what you see on Facebook. In fact, I'd recommend anything you see on Facebook, just make sure you check the right sources like the World Health Organization and others, NHS, etc. I did put some links in the email that I sent out with the BMTV Extra on Friday. We will put those links into the email again down below. Anyway, I hope we do get through this. I hope you get through this. As I say, we are extending our returns time just to try and help people where we can. But hopefully we will all get through it, and we will get through it as stronger people and businesses. Right, that is it for me this week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next week. Bye.